I have an original carpet, and I'm using a carpet cleaner here to get out as much dirt as I can. It's definitely working, but it's taking a long time, and it hasn't really taken out all the stains that are over here. So next I thought I'd try this brush and some cleaner and then try and vacuum some more of the dirt out. But I still wasn't particularly happy, so this time I decided to go a little bit harder. I saturated the carpet with this cleaner and then used the high pressure hose, and it did a great job. The first time I did this, the water was brown. This time it's a bit cleaner. I then used a brush to agitate the carpet a bit further. I then got my wet and dry vacuum cleaner just to take out the majority of the water, and then suck the rest out with the carpet cleaner. It's definitely a lot cleaner than it was. The carpet is as clean as I'm going to get it for an original carpet. This carpet has some wear and tear, as you can see, and there's a hole almost coming through here. I'll put a mat over that so it will cover it, but this section here was probably oil damage from the brake master cylinder. This side is looking a lot better, but you can still see a little bit of a brown kind of stain here. I'm putting some adhesive foam on top of the insulation just to give the carpet some more padding. And now to install the boot over the handbrake. And then in goes the carpet. Although the carpet does have some problems, it is original and it does mold the floor better than any aftermarket one you can find. There are two 20mm screws that hold this plate in place. It also holds the carpet. Now to put the boot release back in place, it's held on by these two domed nuts. This small metal piece goes around the door here. It's held on by two screws. It holds the carpet in place, as well as holding the rubber around the doors. And once screwed in, it's flush. The right-hand drive series ones did not come with a glove box, but you could get this little pocket. It seems to be a real afterthought because it's held together with this little metal piece which fits on the back here. So this is the one for the passenger side, and this is the bracket. It kind of fits on top here, but the screw holes don't even line up. So the passenger side would normally fit here. Because the latch is in the way, it's not going to fit. On earlier models, the boot release was under the driver's left knee, so serial numbers above 90258 won't have a passenger pocket. The top rubber here just squeezes on top, and I'm using this plastic tool to make sure the lip goes over the top here. The rubber is held in place by two 32mm screws and this domed washer. It does seem like an excessively long screw, but that is what the factory did. This plastic piece is held in place by three screws. It's extremely brittle. Never do these up too tight because they will crack. And this piece of chrome trimming was actually missing from this car. Luckily I have a spare. And it's just held in place by four pop rivets. I can't recall where I got these door rubbers from, but it has the right part numbers on it. It kind of mates up to the top rubber here. It has a small little lip on it. And now to just push it all in place and then tap it with a hammer lightly. There is an excessive amount of rubber here, so I'm going to cut it with a pair of scissors, which are made of pure Chinesium. The carpet kickplate was silver on the Fiat models. The later Bertone ones had this black one with the logo in the middle. There are four 17mm screws that hold it in place. The screws go through the carpet as well as hold the rubber around the doors. This new rubber is making it really hard to shut the door. I'm hoping by having it shut for a while, it'll make it easier over time. I'll be using incandescent bulbs in the car. I kind of like the look of them better than LEDs. I'm inserting it into the mount here, which holds the fibre optic loom, which goes through the bottom here and then comes out the other side and presses into here. These 20mm screws have an 8mm head. This plastic piece attaches to the fan. It's got a hump at the top and it's flat at the bottom. Once in place, you can easily put in the screws. The cable for the fan box actually goes through the cavity here underneath that piece of plastic. These two brown things are resistors and attached to the switch that makes your lights go dim and bright. They just clip in place here. And behind the accelerator pedal was this piece of plastic held on by four screws. And with the steering column removed, I can replace the rubber seal and then put the metal plate on top. And these are the screws that hold it in place. The footrest comes through the carpet here at these 3 points, and it just fits over all 3, and then you use this nut, which is 10 mils, to hold it in place. So this is what it looks like with everything now in place. You can see that the back carpet there is brownish. It must have been some master cylinder that leaked onto this carpet before. I'm also going to be using a rubber mat inside the car. It's the best way of protecting the carpet from wet and as well as just wear and tear. The Series 1 and 1.5 came with a round gear shift knob. In Series 1 they had the rubber boot and a cover on top. And for the Series 2 we had a 5-speed gear shifter knob. The Series 1.5, 2 and 3 also used this rubber boot. The later Bertonis came with this gear shifter knob with embossed logo. It then had the rubber boot as well, and then a leather cover on top of that. But next time. Plan B, I buckle up and put the dashboard in.